The only bone I had in my lower leg was my shin bone. I only had 3 toes, no ankle. My leg before I had it amputated was basically quite deformed. I'd had about 25 operations to try and fix it. I said to the doctors, look, we've tried, why don't we just cut it off and start again. My parents especially had seen every moment of it over 25 years, and to tell them is really, I'm going to throw all the effort away, is what it felt like I was going to have to say to them. It took me ages to build up to say to them, look, I've got to have my leg off. To have it finally go, okay, let's get rid of it. It was hard work, but massively worth it in the long term. After having 25 operations or so, every single one has been under general anaesthetic, and half an hour before I had this one, the anaesthetist comes up to me and says, I remember last time you didn't have a good reaction, so how about we do this one under local? I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, I couldn't comprehend it, but I was like, well, yeah, why not? Let's do it. I remember taking my last steps really on my leg, getting onto the bed, and then they numbed me from my waist down. I was sedated, but pretty conscious for the whole thing. Managed to get some good pictures. Dark days were when I had phantom pain. It was like someone was burning me right side of my foot, left side, back, over and over and over. And you're thinking like, wow, what have I done here? Was this a really bad decision? The other part of my brain's like, oh, it's too late now, mate, you've got to deal with it. After I had my leg amputated, I went from a 4 handicap to a 6 handicap, and now I'm back down to 4. No one bats an eyelid at it with me. It's just bikes, playing golf. There's no special treatment. There's no, oh, watch out, disabled guys coming through, none of that, which is perfect, which is exactly what I'd want it to be. I went out to Mesquite in Nevada to compete in the Paralong Drive World Championships, where I managed to go and win the World Amputee Long Drive Championship. I hit a 358-yard shot competing against other amputees and other people with various disabilities who just hit it miles, and fortunately I was able to get it out there miles myself, the last shot of the tournament. Times at school, I could try and play football, I could try and do all the other things that everyone else was doing, but if I wasn't having surgery, I would be in too much pain to go and try and do those things, which was gutting for me because I'm really active, love spending time with my mates. As a kid growing up with a disability, you are terrified of a lot of things, and yeah, finding acceptance with girls is one of them. I just couldn't believe, I thought it was some sort of huge piece of machinery. I went and looked at it. For some reason, Nina saw something in me and decided to stick with it. I mean, we're childhood sweethearts, and I'm very lucky that she's stuck with me this long. Honestly, an able-bodied golfer or anyone watching some of the guys that I know play golf, pity wouldn't even come into it in the slightest. One of my favourite sayings from one of my friends, has this tattooed on his arm, who's also an amputee, is the only disability is a bad attitude, which just couldn't be more true.